What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Leon, and it's been a while since I've done a video like this. Just sitting down, talking to my YouTube friends. And speaking of YouTube friends, since my gap year took off and now that I've been back home for a while, I noticed that I think I got over like 150 new subscribers. I don't like to say subscribers, just like to say YouTube friends, which I definitely appreciate, and thank everybody that subscribed and been watching and liking and sharing my videos. I really appreciate everyone's support. But it's now time to get back to kind of my initial outlook on what I originally kind of saw myself doing with this YouTube channel, and that was simply just sitting down and talking to my YouTube friends. Now the question now is, where do I go from here now that I've been back home after my gap year, where I spent about 14 months abroad, traveling throughout Europe and South America. And I spent probably, out of that 14 months, about 6 or 7 of that in Panama with family. And so now that I'm back, I kind of wanted to get back to the more grassroots videos where I'm really sitting down and sharing my own self-discovery journey with you all through spirituality, travel, mindset, and much more, to really inspire and to push other people to ultimately live their ultimate human experience. So with that being said, I just kind of want to bring a real recap before I get back to doing these more grassroots videos where I'm sitting down and just talking to you all. And so pretty much from where I've been into where I am now, I felt like I've definitely grown mentally, spiritually, throughout leaps and bounds in ways I really can't even describe, which is going to take a multitude of videos to really explain that. But essentially, coming back from my gap year now, I got back October 2019. It is now May 2020, while we are in the midst of a pandemic right now, so everybody's pretty much at stay at home. And I've been kind of procrastinating on getting back to making these videos, mainly also because I've been trying to get caught up with my travel vlogs from South America. If you, depending on how long you guys have been subscribed to me, right now I'm currently slowly releasing our travel vlog footage. And when I mean ours, if you've been watching, I did travel South America with 2 of my friends who I also interviewed and got more of their in-depth experience during that time while we were traveling together. But I kind of want to get to a certain point in publishing the travel vlog before I really release that interview. And right now I'm just still stacked up against like 100 hours of travel footage that I need to edit and, you know, deliver to you guys in like small little segments. But meanwhile I'm doing that, I also want to get back to, like I said, just doing these more sit down grassroots videos at least once a week. That's initially what I was doing before I started traveling. And so I kind of wanted to talk to where I'm going to go from here with this YouTube channel. Now, in terms of going forward for this YouTube channel, I definitely, like I said, want to get back to sitting and sharing my experiences with others, and also doing the kind of tip or advice videos, especially in regards to traveling, like, you know, how to plan the trip, how to budget for it, how to pack your bag, and all those sorts of things to help people who also want to have that experience. But I also want to share the deeper insights that those vlogs can't show you, those insights and those epiphanies that I came to the conclusion of while I was on the road. When I started this YouTube channel, or my idea when I was starting this YouTube channel, I was going through a lot personally. For those that have been subscribed to my channel since the very beginning, know that I lost my mother about 3 years ago, and there's that whole situation was a large part on why I decided to even start this YouTube channel, because I just really I felt like I had so much inside of me that I could share with people to help them in many different levels in life and many different situations. So that was like a huge motivational factor on why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. And essentially I just wanted to do what a lot of my friends know me doing best, is that's just simply talking and sharing insight and sharing perspective. And I wanted to, of course, narrow that down to, traveling, spirituality, mindset, motivation. And I still want to do those things, especially with traveling, as I start to transition a little bit less with the travel videos and travel topics, and get back into more of the spirituality topics. Also through mindset and motivation, because just since I've been home, I've been really trying to take a pivot now, instead of trying to develop my personal self and develop my own mindset and developing my own spiritual way. I'm now kind of more pivoting on how I'm going to develop now a professional career. I'm trying to figure out ways to share or apply my talents and gifts in a professional world that really suits me, and also just suits and feeds my spirit, because I've had enough work experience to know that sometimes you can find yourself in jobs that kind of take away from you spiritually and mentally and kind of eat away at you. And I really don't I really don't want to go back to that, especially after understanding the true value of life and time, which I kind of came to those conclusions from the experience of losing my mother and the gap year. And so I definitely want to spend my time doing things that I really enjoy, such as making these YouTube videos. And going forward with this YouTube channel, which is kind of the last point I want to make, is being back home reminded me of a lot of reasons why I was so adamant on wanting to leave home. And that had a lot to do with me losing my mother. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys about that. And with that being said, a huge portion of the reason that I also wanted to make this YouTube channel was to connect with people who went through that same experience. And after traveling, when many people ask me how's the experience, I would say that it was deeply healing for me personally, because it gave me an opportunity to figure a lot of things out and figure out how that experience of losing my mother affected me and still affects me. And I wanted a portion of this YouTube channel to always be dedicated to people who went through similar situations where they end up being a young adult or even younger, caregiving for a loved one, and possibly being in a position where they lost a loved one at a younger age. And so now that I'm in a position where I feel more comfortable really opening up more about that experience and the pursuit of helping people going through that experience or have gone to that experience, I definitely want to build a platform or at least a community of people who have gone through that experience, especially right now during this pandemic, where a lot of young adults are probably losing parents due to this virus, and a lot of people are losing loved ones, young people. And in my time of going to grief counseling and talking to other grief counselors, all of them kind of unanimously said that they know that a lot of young people lose loved ones, but most of their clients tend to be like 35 plus, if not 40 plus. They rarely get people who are young age seeking out their services. And it amazed me once I opened up about that experience a little bit on YouTube, how many people reached out to me, not just through my YouTube channel or through my social media, but to me in person. So I know that that's a demographic that I guess you could say I would almost want to say like the healthcare industry, I wouldn't say ignores, but definitely doesn't really highlight. Because I feel like losing a loved one, or especially a parent, at like 28 and younger, or even 25 and younger, as opposed to losing it when you're 40, 50, and your parents lived a full life, and you're more in a position to handle all the things that come behind losing a parent, as opposed to somebody who's a bit younger and doesn't really have their feet underneath them to begin with. So I want to dedicate a portion of my YouTube to talking about the topic of caregiving and losing a loved one at a young age. So yeah, that's everything that I have kind of an idea of. And also, as I go along with this YouTube channel, I'm definitely going to clarify more what I want this YouTube channel to be as I get back into the swing of doing these grassroots videos. But overall, I hope that you guys enjoy everything that I've put on this YouTube channel so far and everything that I'm going to. And as always, you know, let's communicate in the comment section or through email or whatever have you. I'm always, like I said, when I got on YouTube, I never looked at it as like subscribers, or even some people would say fans. They're more like YouTube friends, because simply I was just amazed how many people reached out to me sharing their own experience with me or asking questions, and I realized it was much more than just me uploading things and people watching or liking it. I was really surprised on the kind of communication that you can have through YouTube. And during this pandemic where there's not that much face-to-face communication, you know, I guess this could be somewhat bit of a supplement to supplement the lack of just personal communication that we're having. But anyway, I'm back now in the States, been back for a while, and as I said, looking forward to get back to doing these grassroots videos with you guys. And so once again, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting and watching and subscribing and liking and sharing my videos, and we got much more to come. All right, peace.